Chips Ahoy doesn't taste the same as it used to taste.
They're not the same. They changed the recipe.
They changed the formula. It's like Coke. They fucked it up. They changed the formula.
Wait, you think Coke is fucked up?
I don't drink soda anymore, but when I was, it doesn't taste the same as a Coke in Ecuador.
Oh, of course.
Is delicioso.
Because
a Coke in Miami is not so
delicioso. No. Unless during Cinco de Mayo they bring in the Mexican Cokes, and I always get a bunch of those.
Well, in South America, I think, or even Mexico, I think they use real sugar.
Yes, they don't.
They don't use all this fucking corn syrup and all this other crap.
Yeah.
Now the Chips Ahoy, on the other hand, there was a time where I was good for at least half the line at a sitting.
Oh yeah. That's light work.
You think so?
I mean, that's impressive. Half a sleeve is impressive.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used that would be like with an ice cold glass of milk.
On the Oreos?
No.
Oh,
I wasn't really I mean, if I had no alternative, Oreos would be okay. But Chips Ahoy was my go-to for sure. And we used to get like the Costco size ones, like the monster size ones. And I used to try to grab some before my kids devoured them.
My kids don't talk to me. Like, not that they don't talk to me. They get upset when I buy the double stuff Oreo that's on double stuff.
They don't like
always,
double stuff Oreo?
No, they don't like double stuff. They get mad because they say double stuff is too much to dunk in the milk.
Yeah.
I don't dunk.
It's true.
Double stuff is definitely better than regular Oreos.
No, but the double stuff creamy stuff doesn't taste good dunked.
No, and it's always on buy one get one free. And
You're
I
not
always
eating
buy
it right.
them.
You're supposed to eat some of the icing first.
Yeah.
And then
Do you guys all dunk it in milk?
Yes.
The Chips Ahoy?
Almost any cookies should be.
I had a special plastic like cup. It wasn't a cup. It was, I forget what you call it, a tumbler. That's what it was. It was a plastic tumbler that was my dunking tumbler. And I would take the milk, put it in there, and like I was saying before we started recording, is I really enjoyed when accidentally half the Chips Ahoy would break off.
Accidentally. He knew he left it.
did
Yeah,
it.
he let it fall.
It would break off and it would sink to the bottom. I called them a sinker.
Sinkers. Yeah.
And I would get a few sinkers at the bottom. And then when I was finished with the line of Chips Ahoy's, I would hold my cup, my tumbler up in the air because the glass, it had no more milk.
Was it clear, Mike?
That's the problem, is that once you eat that last bite, is that there's no more milk for after that final bite.
Yeah. No, but like if you take the tumbler and you hold it up in the air like above your mouth and you just like tap it like you would a bottle of ketchup that won't come out.
Just right.
It kind of slides down.
You watch it slide.
Yeah.
These hand gestures are getting
it's the best.
You missed your wells.
For me, it was the best part of the whole Chips Ahoy experience. But I just had a Chips Ahoy right now and they're not good.
No.
They're not good.
Not as
I just had his
I'm out with those.
I just had his half, and this is the perfect segue to why Mike and I should be whenever we travel, we have to travel together.
Yeah.
Because we finish each other's food, we split everything. We are good travel buddies.
I was just gonna say sentence.
We do finish each other's sentence. I would like to put in to travel with Mike all the time.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're listening. I am Mike. We're here with Ryan, Joel, and the great Mimi Pacheco. We have Sid the Wonder Dog underneath the table here. And what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda?
Well,
You guys just got back from another trip.
mm-hmm.
So let's talk.
Oh, we're talking about the trip. That was a good trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I've never been to the Philly Flower Show. I've been sponsoring it for, I don't know for how long, but long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be cool if we go and check out what's going on up there. I was there years and years and years ago delivering Pussy Willow to one of my customers from New York. He was in New Jersey.
That's what they called it back then.
Called what?
No, I'm joking.
I don't get it. What did I miss?
It's a dirty joke, Mike.
Okay, but explain it to me. Still don't get it. I'm Mr. Dirty Joke. So
He's
tell me
talking about, well, I don't know really. I'm laughing thinking my own dirty joke, but it could be something else. He's saying delivering. Maybe he's talking about drugs, or maybe he's talking about Pussy Willow and where the...
It's no funny when you have to explain it, but we can just move on. It's okay.
Well, so you were there.
So I was delivering Pussy Willow to one of my customers from New Jersey,
Yeah,
and they used to sell like a whole truckload of pussy willows at
Sounds
the
wrong.
Philly Flower Show, and seeing all those vendors in there reminded me of those days. But at that time, it wasn't all these nice. I don't recall
Well,
all these installations and stuff. I don't recall it being like
I
that.
don't think it was.
Are there like normal? When I say normal, I mean like smaller, like not as like installation-y kind of booth.
No, there's also displays and like competitions. Think of like a fair, like a festival also. And they have different plant shows. It's a combination of a lot.
I think everything plants or flowers or orchids were put in there to look natural, but also to wow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the 197th. 197. It is the nation's oldest and largest indoor horticultural event, the longest running horticultural event in the world.
Yeah.
This year
we were there on a Thursday.
and Mike was very upset. Yes, go ahead. You were there on a Thursday, and how many people were there?
I couldn't believe how many people were there. I think half of Pennsylvania called in sick that day. There were so many people there. I don't know how all those people are unemployed. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Well, that's every day there'd be people. There's that many
well,
people.
yeah.
Yeah, but I was blown away. I figured on a Thursday how many people could possibly be there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me tell you,
Well,
we didn't just walk in there.
you'll be surprised how many people go to these things.
Yeah.
I don't think
was
we talked
surprised.
about. Did we talk about QuiltCon?
We did not during the episode.
When we went to Next Gen in Raleigh, it was right next to the event was held in the hotel, but the hotel was adjacent to a convention center. The convention center was booked out, and most of the hotel was booked out for QuiltCon.
Did you buy me one?
No, we didn't go to it.
Why?
It was
Ironically, it was the day we brought the Jet Fresh quilt, the
Yeah.
T-shirt quilt.
Me and your mother have an argument all the time because I want to have at the lake house some Amish quilts.
30,000
I love
people were
quilts.
She
there.
doesn't
about to say
like quilts.
I love them.
35,000 people attended that.
35,000 people went to QuiltCon.
Well,
A stadium's worth. of
Funny
people.
enough, during our event, there was a pharmaceutical convention happening. There was other conventions happening. And this one for the Philly Flower Show this year, from February 28th to March 8th, there was over 300,000 people that have attended.
Nice. So there
And
you
so
go.
Mike was right. Like it was like
100
20.
were them on that
Yeah.
Thursday.
It was crazy on that Thursday. I went back on Friday and it was even more because they had like schools visiting. So they had like buses with the schools coming down and learning about the plants. There was drawings and like anything plants or flowers could inspire with art. So this year's theme though was rooted, and it's like all about the origins of American gardening. So it was really cool. Things that root you, how nature roots people. It was really cool. Really, really cool.
Nice.
So there was so many conventions happening that when I booked our hotel, Christine from Wildflower came and we ended up having to get bunk beds. And when I
Ooh.
asked her what was her favorite part of the trip, she said the bunk beds was my favorite part of the trip.
I mean, bunk beds are fun, but like
Listen, hold on.
depends on the bunk
No,
bed.
no, Mike.
My room wasn't ready, but theirs was when we got there. And when we went in, so we needed to drop my bags in her room.
Uh-huh.
And seeing the room, I understand why that room was ready.
Nobody else
Get
has
me out
ever
of here.
rented.
So think of
Why did you pick bunk beds?
think of your. I'm going to remind you of your college dorm over there in Methodist University.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember that?
Do I remember?
With the okay, so his college dorm room
Was probably bigger.
was. I'm going to describe it to you. Imagine you are in Alcatraz. And you have the cinder block walls
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's painted half, and the other half is like raw concrete. That was his. So walking into your room, I had memories of his dorm
Flashbacks.
because it was so fucking small. The bunk beds was half of the room.
Yeah.
The bathroom was bigger than the empty space, and I felt so bad because when I went to my room, it was nice. My room was nice. I had a king bed.
So they didn't have, and actually I
I
made
had
a complaint
table,
because
a chair, a bathroom. It was nice, my room, and I wanted to give it to them, and they
no,
wouldn't take it.
no,
No.
we were summer camping. It was really fun. It was like Yeah. I
Make
mean,
the most of it. I appreciate you.
it was
doing
only
that.
Like
one
a
night.
legit
They had-
bunk bed for real?
legit bunk bed. Didn't
I
show you the
imagine, though-
How would
picture?
hotels have that?
Mimi's like the kind you'll take it,
It was a
obviously, and
boutique
accept it and
hotel.
make the most of it. But you would also book that in a way too. I can also
did
see
book
you
it.
choosing
However,
that.
I chose the bunk bed that I chose was
So this
a
hotel had a
full-
bunch of bunk bed options.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
was probably $7 cheaper.
No,
Right.
it was not.
$27.
You guys,
cheap.
it was the bottom bunk was a full and the top bunk was a twin. But for some weird reason, I ended up getting the twin, the two
Yeah.
twins, and they weren't connected. So like if Christine would move, like on the bottom bunk, then the whole thing would shake, kind of thing. Like it wasn't like connected.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a nice room.
That's how it worked with roommates in college. Whoever was on the bunk moving, you felt it either
But-
way. Or if they have to jump off the top and you hear the whole ground shake.
But I am so happy that we got to experience it with Christine because she had so much fun, and
She was a good tour guide.
She was she was a great person to hang out with.
Yeah,
we had a
she's-
really good time.
She's got her shit together, man. She's
Good
We
people.
were talking about good
Really
business
good.
practices. She was, I mean, her and Mike were just solving issues left and right. And
she's brilliant. She
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
she's on the cover this
She's brilliant.
month of Floral Management with her third shop.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. She's
And when you open Floral
So,
Management, you'll
think about
find
it.
Mike
Yeah, you
in
got
there too.
Mimi's interviews on
Floral management, yeah.
management this year.
But it's with
This month.
It's all about socials and how to get your employees to engage.
But
and,
this technically is your interview.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was about
I know, but you're trying
Us.
to deviate.
no, it was really about us. It was really about us, and when I got the chance to talk about how cool what we do, and
It's
how
the first of many of
Yeah.
your articles. Don't worry.
yeah.
But I do have to say,
I want it framed and hang up on the
Yes.
wall in the
We
front.
got it.
I do have to say,
Don't make me wait too long, Joel.
when I was with
It's
Christine,
3 months.
when I was with Christine,
Everything's 3 months here.
I got a beautiful card from her daughter, Kaya. And Kaya, we have to hear, is coming for your job, Jimmy. Are you guys ready to hear Kaya?
Coming for Jimmy the Tulip Shop?
Yeah.
What, she got dad jokes?
She got jokes.
Are we calling them dad jokes? Or are these Kaya jokes from
These are flower jokes.
Joking with Kaya? Is that the TikTok, right?
It's chuckles with Kaya.
Cooking with
Here you go, honey.
Hey, Jimmy, what is springtime's favorite kind of pickles?
What is springtime's favorite kind of pickles?
Daffodils.
She's so cute. And
You
then-
heard a little laugh at the end?
I
Yeah.
love it. Hold on.
What do flowers say when they explode?
What?
Ka bloom.
Oh, that's a good one.
She's
All
so
right,
cute.
she's hired.
She's hired. Kaya, you hear that?
Good job.
She's a forced freshie, guys.
If she can send a joke in every week, we'll play it.
Oh, you hear that? That's a challenge. That is a challenge. I'm pretty sure she's going to accept it. She's got some skills with the art too. I got to show you guys. It's really nice. She's a very talented young lady.
Runs in the family.
Mm-hmm. So we had a backdoor entrance
Hey now.
to
It was
the Philly
It
flower
was
show.
no. Bill Schaefer picked us up at the airport, which was super nice of him,
Yeah.
and took us directly to the hotel to drop off our bags. Waited for us, and then took us to the Philly Flower Show. I felt like we were in the movie Goodfellas, because, like, he has like this special.
I was going to say, Bill's a made man in Philly.
He is for sure. They had a special backdoor ramp.
He
that-
has
that's
a
only
union.
for people who work there and shit, but he can go in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a special parking spot.
Yeah.
He,
I mean, he's been doing it for how long, right?
yeah, for
Yeah,
a
but-
long time.
But there's like this trailer back there with all the Teamsters in it. And
But he
like-
has it down to a T. Like he knows which ones.
Bill looks like a
Are-
teamster.
No, but Bill gets out of his car and the guy from the trailer wearing like a 3-piece suit, like one of the guys from Goodfellas. right?
Okay.
He kind of like, he gives Bill a nod and Bill gives him back a nod. And then we just walk in the back like we own the place. It was really cool.
Okay.
And then we just suddenly we're inside.
And then Bill took us all around to see all the different installations and pieces. And then he took and explained to us. He showed Mike some really cool Bill has students that he brings that are like from international students that did some stuff, but Bill's the one who sources the flowers for them.
Yep.
And so we saw a lot of our flowers in their installations as well.
Cool.
And we saw those amazing anthuriums. Remember, Mike?
Yep.
The art is just out there. There's so many cool things that when you see these pieces, they're amazing.
Well, I was watching Joel edit like a 20-minute video of you guys walking through, Bill explaining his booth, his installation, his teams, what they did with Olga and everything. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, yeah. So I'm going to actually run you through a little bit of it. There was a big story about Rooted, and Bill and Chris from
Chris Kratt.
from Schaefer Designs, they have been doing this together for years. Like, Ryan, they got married
At
the
Philly
Flower Show.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And so there's so many little Easter eggs in their display. And basically the story is there's two druids like coming together. And the middle part of this big display is all the people and flowers that have come together and brought them together. But there's two sides. Like one side is him and the other side is her. And the one side that's her is she's from the West Coast. So it's like you got ocean and you got nature and all this beautiful organic flowing stuff. And then the other side is him. He's a Philly boy, like a real Philly boy. So you got steel and scaffolding and like, like that, the complete opposite of what she is, but they come together.
That's cool.
And well, let me just play it here really quick about.
It tells a story.
Together on a single project was 20 years ago. This week, 20 years ago at the Philadelphia Flower Show. At that time, we weren't really together, although a few months later, I did move to Texas to be with her. And she created some designs for me, and she wanted to know, like, what the hell did I make for this guy? Why? She made all these shoes. I mean, she had like
She's an artist,
Balenciaga and Fry boots, and she created them because I was doing the Leprechaun. I was in Ireland that year, and we did all the fairies of Ireland, my team. And she created all the boots and all the shoes because the Leprechaun's a cobbler. And so she wanted to come up and see what it was like. And just a quick aside, she was really sick. And I'm like, I don't want to go to a restaurant. I'm going to cook her dinner. So I went and got some food, took her to my place. And I had a Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost house, 3 stories, but they had a basement dug out and they turned it into a kitchen. Downstairs, and she just turned on the TV. And I'm downstairs. She goes, "Oh, I'll watch this," and it was Star Wars original, number 4. And I'm downstairs, and I came up, and I'm like, "Hey, if you want, I've got that on DVD." And I'm like, she goes, "Okay, yeah." So I popped I went out. I popped in the DVD. I went back downstairs to cook, and I hear all these noises. I'm like, what the hell is that? I come up and stuff, "You okay?" Because it's a spiral staircase up 3 flights, right? And I go, "Are you okay? I'm hearing all this noise." She goes, "Oh yeah, totally fine." And she had just gotten divorced. I was coming to the end of my divorce, and it's one of those things like you swear I am never, ever, ever, ever even dating again, let alone. I'm coming up the steps, and after the 3rd time seeing what the hell's going on, I realized that she knows every single word of Star Wars. But not that she not know every single word of Star Wars.
Klingon? She's
No, she knows the sounds.
She knows all the R2-D2 beeps and everything else. And I can remember going down the spiral staircase, and out of the blue, I said it to myself, I'm going to marry her someday. And that's how we met, actually. Yeah, it was the weirdest shit. Anyway, so that's the quick aside. But it tells us, kind of tells the story of Rooted. So the Philadelphia Flower Show challenged us. So here's an Easter egg that nobody here at the show knows. But if we don't tell you, you're not going to know. Want to tell them about the back wall?
Yeah. So an ode to kind of the history of how we started here is the book wall back there. And every book is each of the 20 years that we've done an exhibit together. It's the title of our exhibit and the title of the show that year. And that just, we wanted something as a background, and we thought, well, that's just like a cool little fun secret.
If we're going to spend a couple thousand on the background anyway, let's do it on something we really appreciate.
So my brother did the graphic design for us, and
these books, Ryan, it was actually a trailer where they hid everything, right, Mike?
It was a sea container. And they had these, larger than life books.
Oh, I
It
was
looked like
curious.
a library.
Okay, they were giant books. That
like
makes
a
more sense.
library. And each year was like a wall of like, you go to your lawyer's office, you got all those books.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Like a yearbook.
Like a
The
library.
Yeah.
encyclopedia. Like
Yeah.
the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
All the books, and they all had titles. And each title of the book was the theme of the show that year.
But it's really, to me, all I could think of was these two creative souls come together with the challenge of making flower art, and it's that's what it is. Like they think artistically all day long.
Star Trek can never do that.
There's a new Star Trek. There's a new one out. I watched the first episode the other day. It was damn good. I was surprised because I'm not a big fan of the newer Star Trek stuff, but this one is called Starfleet Academy. Yeah,
I'm on the new Sherlock. I like the new
it's
Sherlock.
really good. I recommend it. I only watched the first episode. I'll probably try to watch one tonight. And it's on Paramount Plus. Yeah.
But
How many subscriptions do you have?
we share within our family. So like my brother does the Peacock, my sister does the Disney, my mom does the HBO. So we all like give each other shared accounts.
The better question is, which ones do you not have? I think that's an easier.
Well, right now I'm not on Peacock because I lost my brother's account, and that's pissing me off because I can't watch a lot of stuff. But yeah.
Mike Jr. put this stupid AT&T
Direct,
Uverse in my house because it's cheaper or whatever. It's better. It's
not.
this. The internet's better. Blah blah blah. No, you can't even watch. My wife can't even watch Wheel of Fortune unless she goes on Peacock. And she could watch it there, but we don't get like NBC.
I thought Wheel of Fortune's on ABC.
Whatever, we can't get it.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Oh no, Jeopardy. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I meant to Sid.
Sid's upset too. He can't watch the Discovery Channel.
Yeah. But I know that AT&T Uverse, that shit sucks.
No, I don't like
That's not
it.
good.
So
I don't have
Say what you want
Apple
about Comcast,
or
but they were
Netflix
better.
right now. Those are the two I
Apple,
don't have.
Netflix.
Yeah, I used to use
Wow.
my brother-in-law's, but I just
yeah.
it always has.
Well, you could use all mine. All your other brothers do.
Wait, doesn't actually have the new Apple phone. If you have the Apple phone, you get a 1 year free subscription to Apple. So go ahead and log in.
I didn't get that.
You can just
Are
check
there
it.
even any good shows on Apple?
A lot of good shows on Apple. So really the thing was amazing, and I think Christine, I'll let her say it for herself. Okay, I'm here with Chris with a K and Chris with a C, and we're just discussing what an amazing way to tell a love story. What did you say? You said 3,000. Let me get
30,000 stems of flowers and just turn it into like a living expression of our love story and invite 200,000 people to come and check it out. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's an awesome opportunity. And flowers, I know it sounds hokey, but flowers really, really do make people smile and they move people. Flowers and plants are important to us. It's nature and it grounds us. And when you see people walk in and react to something like this that you've made out of natural things, that it's overwhelming to us as well. It's beautiful and it's pretty to look at, but it's the way it makes people feel. And the smiles and the cameras and all the things are because people are interacting with these flowers.
So the local news must have done a story, because this is like the third time I've heard somebody say, "Oh, look, there they are." And so you guys shared the story on the news?
Yeah, usually the show has some sort of news coverage as we're setting up and at the beginning of it, so that the city can see the progress of what's happening with it. And we usually are lucky that we get to be a part of that, and we do some things that they deem newsworthy and they put it on the TV.
Well, what you're doing really is newsworthy. And anyone who's like, "Oh, the Philadelphia Flower Show, like I haven't checked it out," I would say if you want a reminder of how important this industry is and how beloved flowers are to people. And I think they said there's over 12,000 people here today and over 200,000 people that are coming from all over the country and even the world to experience this show. And it's just crazy, and a reminder that people love this and need this.
We need it.
We do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When you look at their display their installation, when you first look, they have like this storybook. It's like a giant
Floramore, yeah.
a giant open
Floramere.
book.
Mm-hmm.
Like an old-fashioned kind of book, and on it has like the whole story up there of what they're doing.
Yeah.
It was really
It's like
cool.
when two souls meet. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was written in like the old language writing, you know?
Yeah, it's very like very Disney princessy when you walk in. Since
Right,
the
yeah.
beginning of the
Which is so...
Once Upon a
It
Time.
was so cool because that was the weird thing. I thought it was like so many elements were different. Like you had the
As a show?
sci-fi. Yeah, you had like the fantasy.
Were
Then
they
you had
separated? I'm sorry.
Everything was separated. There was some other cool stuff like, we really loved, I really loved the one that was like a Shakespearean play happening.
Yeah.
And that changed, like it's the story of a sunflower and a rose that fall in love. Similar to the AI.
I just want to understand it exactly. When you mean they were separated, like obviously they weren't in each other's booths, but there were sections of like themes or something like that?
Adjacent to Bill and Chris's installation that they do every year, there's like 4 or 5 individual installations on like an island that people that came to work with Bill and Chris to build their installation, they had their own little smaller ones.
Cool.
And like the guy from Belgium and his mom did one.
Yeah, there was so many cool artists, like internationally.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. What I liked really, I was standing there and I was looking at like they had this, I don't know, like a bridge between the two parts of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a bridge, and hanging down from the ceiling was all of these cool flowers, you know, vandas and lots of cool flowers. But what I thought was really, really cool was they have, first of all, amaryllis is out of season, so it's not even supposed to be there. But somehow he has amaryllis that are really good quality. And I asked him, I said, how do you keep them hydrated hanging upside down like that? Did you fill up the center with water? And he goes, yeah. I was like, that's fucking brilliant. Nobody thought of that. And
Because they're hollow stems.
yeah. And I said, so every day you got to go up there and fill them up again? And he's like, yeah. That's incredible.
That's what he does.
That's incredible.
Why I saw just a little bit of his insight into like how they know so much about how to build those things. When they came and built all their Fresh installations, they sent detailed blueprints.
This is all rigging.
schematics.
It's
all that. They know all of that stuff, and they knew exactly like what gauge of pipe to use and what nails and screws to use, how many blocks of foam. Everything was measured and recipe'd out to the T.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Really
they recycled and created so many things out of items that you would have never thought. Like they were talking about sourcing stuff from the Dollar Tree and making these mushrooms. They were talking about so many beautiful things. And then right next to their exhibit was also the AIFD exhibit.
Okay.
And AIFD's exhibit had something like a record-breaking number of AIFD members.
40-something people.
Crazy. Like they all came to work on this together, and it was just...
It was a giant table. And at the end of the table, they had like this waterfall cascading.
There was,
table.
I mean, we can talk about all of them. Then there was the Bucks College, which was Renee Tucci, and there was.
What did she do?
They had she had
students.
several students, but they also had a memoriam, like one piece that was created for. I'll have to come back and think of the name, but the guy that passed away recently.
We were standing next to Billside, I guess you can call it Billside, and they had utilized like the Valle Flor Manuela Delphinium.
Oh yeah,
and that was kind of like just by itself. It was just look really, really nice by itself.
Those don't need much. They pop when they're open.
There was
like
other
that.
delphiniums there too, but those Manuelas really stood out. And then he used hippie psychedelic roses in a couple places.
Yeah.
And while we were standing there, people were coming over and taking pictures specifically
of the colored roses.
Of those roses. And one elderly lady, she said, are those real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that was one of the fun parts, to watch people talk to you about all of our flowers, Mike, like especially the Jet Fresh growers.
I just couldn't believe that people like stopped to take a picture of those specifically. They didn't take a picture of the Manuela Delphinium. They took a picture of, and like more and more people just kept looking at them because the ones they had there were the ones that are like they look like aluminum,
Silver chrome ones.
yeah, and with red in the middle. And Bill's like, this is exactly the look I was looking, because he was looking for an industrial look.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how they came out. And people didn't believe that they were real roses that were just painted.
We have the chrome ones that are completely painted, the stem, the foliage, everything.
So
Those
cool.
are even cooler.
Yeah.
So yeah, Renee was in charge of the Bucks College display and all of these beautiful stuff, but it was really thought of by Ron Mulray, which he had recently passed away.
I see.
And so they took what he envisioned for the exhibit and they recreated it for him. Like, so it was Renee's task to make sure that it was all done. I was with Christine. We were almost in tears because it was just so beautiful to execute this for your friend who was so detailed, like, and had a story and everything.
I don't know if this is a bad question to ask. Was he like planning this on his deathbed?
I don't know if it was on his deathbed, but I know that he was a very funny,
he must have known it was happening.
and like joyous person. So I'm assuming that this was something that he had planned.
That's cool.
But it was really cool, really cool. So they did a great job. I mean, everybody did a wonderful job. You can spend hours and hours and hours. I found on Friday
What
a
about
whole
the guy
nother
with
side.
the nuclear weapon? He got best in show.
Oh yeah, Gunner.
That's the one with the spaceship crashing through.
Yeah, it's
It
like an
keeps breaking
atom
through
and it
walls.
goes
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty cool.
again,
Oh, an atom.
again, the things that they use to create, it's just like, I thought it was real concrete and it wasn't. It's just
Big foam
styrofoam,
blocks,
but it's
yeah.
just done so perfectly. The art, like the art was crazy. We also
Who did the giant Stranger Things alien thing that was like, it looked like a giant spider, but it was
that
like
was
really
that
big.
was done by the Philadelphia Flower Show, I believe. Like I don't know who made that one, but we spent so much time with Bill and going over. We could have spent a whole other day.
Did you get to go on his Philly cheesesteak tour?
Oh, we did that with Chris Drummond.
Ooh, the golden
No,
voice.
Bill took us to across the street from the convention center is like the Central Market, where there's like full of all kinds of food vendors.
Yeah.
And
Not just food, coffee,
Just take your
flowers,
choice.
you name it.
so we had Amish
Sloppy
Sloppy
Joes.
Joe,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw the
which
photo.
it was ginormous.
Big ass sloppy Joe.
Yeah, I had like a third of it, and that was it. And
Is there a difference between an Amish sloppy Joe and a regular sloppy Joe?
Probably the bread. Everything was
I
natural,
think it was clean,
organic.
fresh.
I think it's because it was ran by Amish.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think it was specifically Amish.
But I'm
sloppy
It's just
Joe.
a name brand, Amish sloppy Joe. and
No,
it's
That's
just,
how they
it's just-
refer it.
It's German
But
guys. or something.
They refer it to Amish.
the people
Sloppy
that
Joe.
were working that area or that establishment were all dressed like in the Amish attire too.
Yeah, they have to play the part.
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. Rumspringa.
Well, they're probably Amish. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not Amish.
But there was
at
a
all.
lot of
They're
Amish just at the
undercover
flower show,
Yeah,
just
there
walking
were.
around. A lot of Amish people walking around, and there was all kinds of food, burgers. What'd you get? You
food
got.
hall.
I got brisket.
brisket.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and you could.
But we also got bao buns. Like we got. we
If you're a foodie, you
Food
could.
hall.
Well,
Yeah.
you're at a food hall. You can't just
Mix
get
it
one
up,
thing. So, but Mike's fries, like the fries that came with the sloppy Joe,
The Amish fries.
were
Yeah.
my god. I'm still thinking about them because
Yeah.
they were
Crinkle
like
or straight? Crinkle
straight.
cut?
I like them because
They're
it
a
was
little
real.
soggy, man. I like them bien frita. They were a
I was
little
looking.
bit-
I would pick the ones that were really crispy.
Yeah.
But then there was so all the stories that were there. There was also Robertson's, which is a flower establishment that has been around for hundreds of years, and they created the displays of all the decades, the window displays of all the decades, and that was super cool.
You were explaining the story. So the store Robertson's has a famous window kind
Right.
of display scenario
Exactly.
of the actual store, and they recreated the building with the windows in the show.
So cool.
Got it.
So cool. So like, here's Christine speaking to Taylor from Robertson's.
Hi there, this is Christine Guenther on assignment, special reporting for the Fresh Bunch, and we are here live at the Philadelphia Flower Show with Taylor Ferry, president of Robertson's Flowers and Events. So Taylor, what I want to know is, looking at your display this year, how much were you involved in the conceptual planning of this display?
This year, far more than the average year, because our whole idea was kind of going about this and looking at our history, taking rooted from how long we've been rooted in our community So to go back over 100 years of company history, a lot of that fell on my shoulders to pinpoint the timeline and the milestones. So this year was a special year for me to be involved.
How many windows do you have, or displays where you're basically displaying every decade that you guys have been in business?
Correct. So our 100-year anniversary is next year. So there's 6 windows. So the first one is the 20s and 30s. The next one's 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. And then the last side is present day and kind of the future and looking forward to that.
Taylor, we're seeing lots of photography around in the different windows displays. Like is this actually your family that I'm looking at here?
They are. So these are genuine photographs that kind of document that 100-year history to some degree. So my great-great-grandfather's in that first window. And our store, as we bought it, renovated it, as the wisteria has grown, you can kind of see the growth of the physical footprint of the company.
Wow. And there's other Easter eggs. Did you see the check that's on there? Like all the little things that bring you back to each decade, and it's so cool. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, man. I think they're all amazing. I think the 60s, 70s, and 80s, 90s are my favorite.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I kind of enjoy the mirror because I think it was a really clever way to imagine what the future of Robertson's might look like.
Tell our listeners, what is the mirror concept?
So the mirror is on the present and beyond side of the building, and you're supposed to see yourself as the present and look towards the future to see yourself in that as well.
Amazing. Honestly, it is so beautiful to see this. Like exactly what the theme of this year is, rooted. Like this is your actual roots. I mean, I'm trying not to cry. Hold on.
Well, no, I think it's really special. And I've had the privilege to actually visit Robertson's Chestnut Hill store, and just everything about Robertson's Flowers is so intentional. So this feels like a really personal, intimate way to understand this amazing company's history and how much part they have to play in the legacy of the floral industry.
So we actually had the pleasure of visiting as well. Chris Drummond took us to go see this store, which is
nice,
100 years old. Like, you know, it's insane. Like when they recreated this store, the house in the show, even to the T, like the wisteria that's growing on the side of the building, like everything is the signs that you see inside the building. In doing research for this, Taylor found a medallion that was from the 100 years of the Philadelphia Flower Show.
Oh, cool.
It was so cool. Like that means that his great-great-great-grandfather was doing construction for the show. So it was like this crazy historic thing. I mean, Philly's one of those cities, right, Mike, that even going to Chris Drummond's shop, you feel the history.
Yeah.
Like you feel patriotism in just knowing that these cobblestone streets and like have been walked on like for hundreds of years. So it's really cool it was really nice to see that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And Chris, that's nice that you guys got to walk around with Chris too.
The next day he came and picked us up and took us to Penny's.
Penny's by Plaza.
No, but the original Penny's. He took us there, which is a really cool little town. Really old-fashioned kind of a town that you could tell that they're trying to keep it that way, but you have newer businesses coming in there. But he's right like on a triangle, like right at the end of the road, and it's just a really cool space. And he's got, it's just the building itself, the structure itself. It's just very, like, that's my flower shop. That's where I want to go buy my flowers. Like it's set up really nice. It's decorated really nice. Got lots of gifts and stuff inside, and. He took us and he showed us upstairs. He had like old fax machine and he has this cash register.
He's keeping the relics.
He is.
Yeah, it's so cool. The cash register is like from the early 1900s or something like that. It's really cool.
It's like Glenside, Pennsylvania, but it is. Did I show you the picture? It's so cool and it works, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And what's cool is that apparently a lot of the presidents do their stops because this is like it's old German town.
It's where the politicians come to get votes and
take pictures and do the whole,
And President Obama bought roses for his wife from Penny's by Plaza.
Oh, that's a cool cash register.
It's a cool cash register.
You don't throw that away, yeah.
No. But it's not just that, guys. he took us upstairs, like Mike is saying. We found VHSs of how to take care of roses. Like, there's so many cool things. Like,
you know what a VHS is, right, Joel? It's
I
like
grew up with that.
Oh, you did?
A
Okay.
tiny bit.
No, we didn't.
and we have to talk about this situation.
Oh, then he took us to like this
That's a good look at cheesesteak.
very
That looks so
popular
good.
cheesesteak spot. Pizza. It's a pizza spot they do cheesecake.
Most are.
Yeah, this is the second time he's taken me for cheesesteaks, and it's a home run again.
I trust his judgment on cheesesteaks.
Yeah, no, I would trust his judgment on pretty much anything.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty
Me
much.
too.
But
Yeah.
he really knows what time it is. That's for sure. And he took us to this place, and I knew it was going to be good. You know how I knew it was going to be really good?
There was no seats.
Not only that, but the lady who took the order was not a nice person.
Oh my gosh, so mean. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're mean like that, that means you got the good
It's
shit.
like the soup Nazi. Yeah.
You got the good shit. And she knew it. And she's
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
What do you want?
I'll give it to you when I give it to you.
So I didn't know how important a sesame roll is for that. Like, it was
but he
so
recommended
good.
the kind of cheese too.
Yeah, that cheese was so good.
What
it was
kind of
like
cheese was that?
It was like gosh. It's American cheddar, I think, but it's like melted. It's so good.
It was good.
So good.
It was
Whiz.
The whiz, that's what
Whiz.
it is. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Whiz.
No?
No, we didn't get Whiz. Whiz is the cheap stuff. We got the
Velveeta.
something better. I don't know what it was, but it was good with some caramelized onions in there.
Oh,
It was good.
okay. I'm getting hungry.
The Philly Flower Show, that feels like the big leagues when it comes to an installation
Yes.
or one of these kind of things.
Absolutely. I think it's a complete honor to be able to do something.
Do you ever
like that.
foresee Jet Fresh doing a display?
Well, funny
there?
you said that. They talked to Mike. Bill introduced Mike to somebody who's in charge, the president or the vice president of the Philly Flower Show.
Yeah, I think he's the executive vice president of the flower show.
I don't know, but I saw him the next day with Martha Stewart.
Yeah, he's a player. That guy. He was doing a news interview when
Yeah.
we were waiting to meet him, and he knew who we were. He knew who we were, and he's like, "Yeah, we'd like to really talk to you guys because
They just want free flowers.
we want." No. There's a lot of people that are doing installations there that need supply. Apparently,
Sure.
there's been a lot of changes in that market.
Is it the kind of thing where companies do displays, or is it pretty much individuals?
No, yeah, companies.
Yeah, especially the plant companies. A lot of plant. You should see this fucking orchid guy, man.
Oh yeah, Mike was like,
Yeah, he usually does with the orchid guys.
Oh man, I got a floaner on that one. This guy had the coolest potted. It was all potted installation. Oncidiums, rare cattleyas, beautiful, just cymbidiums, just a collection. Like Bill told me it's from their personal collection. Like they have
Yeah.
all these orchids and they're just,
yeah.
it was crazy. They're like up in trees. Like the installation had like, it was, I don't know, was it a forest? What was that? It was like kind of like a forest, I guess. I would say like, I think I stared at it for a good 15 minutes, just looking at all the different orchids. I took pictures. I have them in my phone somewhere.
That's fun.
It was really nice. Really nice. And if I lived in the area, I probably would have went downstairs and bought some orchid plants.
Could you go back next year?
I don't know if I'll go every year. I think someone else should take a turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think it's important for all the people here who are into that kind of stuff. Take a trip up there and check it out. Especially since we're sponsoring. We're involved. Like for us not to be connected to that is a mistake.
Jennifer Designs. She's the one that does the Grammys with Two Bloom. She did this beautiful one where it was like Shakespeare, where it was this sunflower and a rose that fall in love, and every couple hours you would
like
see
your AI fruit.
like my fruit people. Mike, you watch the AI fruit people fall in love?
No,
Oh.
don't get them hooked on that.
Okay, no.
What
Mike
was
would
it called?
think it's
Apple Island?
no, it's Fruit,
Fruit
Island.
Fruit Island?
No, Fruit Love
Fruitopia?
Island. But anyways, it's so cool. Like I can't tell you guys. Like Mike said, I feel so creative coming out of that. Like it was really nice. All I could think of, even in the airport, right, Mike? We were walking home. We were walking through Newark, and I was like taking pictures of stuff. And he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm thinking about the show in Ecuador." And like you can see, and there's something to visiting museums or feeling inspired, and like you see things like the everyday normals, and they turn into art for you. And I felt that. Yeah, we both felt it walking out. It's really cool.
Bill Schaefer has this friend who is like a master carpenter, creative guy. And he built like this whole treehouse thing, and he built it on the fly. Like he just built it, and they installed these bamboo poles and trees.
His name is Mark Cook, and he does landscaping and construction.
It's crazy what he did.
His idea, Ryan, was something you would have thought was so cool. He had like an actual container that he built like his office in the top, and his thoughts were just blooms coming out, like flying out. So it was just I can't even explain. You guys, all we can say is go to the show next year and make sure you stop by and see all the
I really
stuff.
enjoyed it. I will go back for sure, but I think other people need to take a chance. Need to take a turn at that.
Well, I like Mimi and Christine's live on the spot on reporter, whatever.
We went out to dinner. We went to an Irish pub.
A British pub.
A British pub.
Mm-hmm.
We had fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Did you go ketchup or vinegar?
Oh, we had the malt vinegar.
No.
I had some of the malt vinegar.
I didn't have any.
Yeah,
vinegar.
but we had also ketchup.
Yeah, I had tartar sauce.
Yeah, you had the tartar sauce. Yeah,
but it was gourmet. Like it was homemade.
Yeah. This was
homemade.
And
they had good tequila in that spot.
And you're walking up the steps, and you can hear the creaks where you feel like you're walking up 100-year-old
It was
freaking
old school spot.
Yeah, so cool.
And we went out to breakfast with Bill and Chris and the man from Belgium. I forget his name.
I think he was Dutch.
Nay, he's from Belgium.
Oh, okay. So Bill.
The man from Belgium sounds like a movie.
So the breakfast spot, you would have liked it because it has like not normal stuff.
The topic of breakfast was basically talking about Ryan.
What do you mean not normal stuff?
It's just fun stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't just
like
bacon and eggs.
Cinnamon toast,
creme
French
brulee, French toast.
Yeah,
chicken and waffles, but really cool stuff.
Yeah. Gourmet kind of high end. It was really nice spot. And then the next day we took a Uber from Philadelphia to. Well, we had to change our plans a little bit.
It was an Amish Uber.
No, we had to change our plans a little bit because we were flying home from Philly originally, but I was invited to Jerry Pompey's retirement lunch.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what a coincidence. We're going to be not too far from there. So we took an Uber and we went to the lunch, which was really nice. It was great to see all the people that I worked with for like 30, 40 years. It was really...
When you were like 20s, was you working with them?
When I was teens.
Teens.
Yeah. When I was in my teens, I was already starting, Danny Sedatucati, this was a good friend of my dad's, it was really, really fun to see all those people, but it was also kind of like a little bit of a tearjerker for me.
Yeah.
He felt nostalgic.
Yeah.
But also, I think it was great for me to see Mike in that light because, my knowledge of Mike has been Miami Mike, right? But New York Mike and that whole pre-Jet Fresh Mike is completely different.
Two different people.
And also, we hear Mike's stories about Mike on 28th Street. But when you hear other people and you see like the impact that Mike made back then, like with all these people, like they were telling me, oh, Mike used to flag me down, little kid. I've known Mike since he was this tall. And that's my boss, so it's fun and fun to see a different light of Mike, especially through everybody. And I'm not even joking. Like we walked in and I felt like a celeb walked in. Everybody was like, oh my God, Mike. It was so beautiful. And then it was also like an SNL skit where I just felt like people were just throwing out names. Remember so-and-so and da-da-da-da, and names that you would never think are real names, but they knew everybody. They had a story for everybody. And at first I thought, oh, am I going to feel a little awkward at all? It was awesome. Everybody was so welcoming and they were just sharing about amazing stories about you guys. I heard stories about all the kids, about people visiting, and I also heard how Sue, and I was like, who's Sue? Sue and Mike were meant to be. And I'm like, oh, Susan, I'm like, that's mommy. What are you guys talking about? But it's beautiful to see people in, a different chapter.
Yeah.
But that chapter was so crucial to this chapter. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really cool for me to see. And then Mike was happy because he was talking smack about Newark, but Newark came through because he got his rainbow, Italian rainbow.
You wouldn't fucking believe it. In the American Airlines lounge in Newark Airport, they serve rainbow cookies.
So he was already like that was the perfect ending to the trip because he was happy about it.
But no, we left out a big part. We also stopped by Casey at Holland Greenhouses.
Holland Ridge, yeah.
And, we saw his operation growing tulips, and he's automating everything, and it's pretty impressive.
Oh, no. Casey has to come on the podcast.
For sure.
That's why we left that out because
that guy is an entrepreneur, man. He bought like 500 acres of land not too far from his tulip farm, him and his dad.
Yeah.
And turned it into like this you-pick place, but not your average you-pick. It's like you-pick, but they brought in from Holland an original like Dutch windmill, a monstrous
full size,
even bigger than full size. It's a monster. They had like,
it's just for show, or is it like they're using it?
No, it works.
It
works, and he grinds up wheat
seeds.
He grinds up something to make his own vodka.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
But the vodka. Honestly, talking to Casey was interesting because everything had a story, everything had a purpose.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So that vodka is craft vodka, so they can't sell it outside of New Jersey. But like he had such amazing stories.
He has like 1 million bulbs planted in the ground there, and people come flying over with helicopters and shit. They take bus loads from New York City to come there during this U-Pick season. And the windmill itself is like a tourist attraction as well. You can go up on top.
Cool.
And it's got this huge outlook.
Smart.
Yeah.
Was that what outlook? We took a picture up there. We climbed up there. It was cool.
Yeah.
And I was scared shitless. But the craziest thing was his sons. He built it with his sons.
He built it with his sons. Yeah. His sons knew how to drive a crane, all kinds of shit like that. From up there, you could see the whole field of tulips. You could see the whole thing. And then in wintertime for Christmas, he's got like a couple 100,000 LED lit tulips,
but he has
in the ground. So he has like a light show.
He has a drone show. I mean, honestly,
it's crazy. He gets thousands of people a day.
But he has it for the summer. He has it for the fall. He has it for the winter, and he has it for now spring. And
he has food trucks that come in.
60 food trucks, you name it. But everything has been
Save
thought
some
of
for his episode.
Yeah, we gotta save it.
We do.
No, but I was surprised.
What was the company name again?
Holland Ridge.
Well, his Holland Greenhouses, but their U-Pick is Holland Ridge Farm.
But
cool.
And they also do a .com tulip business.
So cool.
Also.
That's a great company as well.
Entrepreneur, you said.
But what I loved about everything was a Dutch dream, right, Mike? And it was all about his father. Yeah. This guy's attitude is contagious.
Yeah.
Mike and I, all of a sudden, we were a little stressed about going to Jersey, about getting in the Uber and getting everywhere. This guy's attitude is so cool that we were cool.
He took a lot of time with us. He showed us everything. It was very nice. I really appreciated it. And the day went a little quick. The day went fast. But I'm glad we got to see it.
I want to go and visit as just as a regular person. It's just so cool.
Like I was worried we weren't going to get an Uber over there because well, the last time I was at Holland Greenhouse was like 30 years ago, and it was like in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing, just a road with some farms next to it. And now it's all developed. I didn't realize it was all developed. That's why I sent him an email saying, do you think I could find an Uber anywhere near there? Because I thought for sure it would be in the middle of nowhere. But it's all been developed now. It's really nice. And we did get an Uber eventually.
Yeah.
It took like 15 minutes to get there, but he came.
Ubers take longer now anyway, so that's normal.
This guy came from like 9 miles away for this ride. And he took us to Clark, New Jersey, which was like, 45 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Like a 45-minute ride.
Make it worth his while.
The guy could have drove a little faster.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He was a little slow. He was a little slow. He was a right laner. I don't like these right lane Uber guys.
It's the risk you get. There should
right
be an
there.
Uber Fast, like a Uber
I
racer.
agree.
Yeah.
The ones that get the tickets.
Yeah. Ones that's risk, the risk involved with
Well,
that.
now I took an Uber to the airport by the all-female Uber drivers now. Have you
I
heard
haven't
about
seen that
that?
either.
Yeah, there's an all-female Uber
Only
driver.
available to females.
Only available to
Yeah,
females.
I was going to say.
So you feel a little comfortable because we had to leave I think it was like 4 something in the morning. We got to the airport almost 5. And so my Uber driver, I was like, when I was waiting, Oliver's like, you want me to drop you off? And I'm like, well, you got to get the kids and all this stuff. And he's like, hey.
The whole family picked her up.
Yeah.
That
My
was
dogs.
really nice.
Yeah. They always pick me up.
The
They don't
whole
always
family.
take me, but they always pick me up.
Yeah, they didn't get up at 4 a.m.
Nope.
No.
But that was nice that they all picked you up.
Yeah. The dog, Finn always comes to get me.
And Oliver offered to give me a ride. I was like, no.
yeah.
man,
Oliver's
take
like,
your
well,
family
we go to Pembroke Pines. No problem.
No. No. I took another Uber.
Well, it sounds like it was an
The
overall
Uber I
good
took,
trip.
the other, you know those low riders where you can push the hydraulics, it goes up and down.
Yeah.
No, it
When you
didn't.
get in,
That's
it
the
goes
one that
down a
picked me
little
up.
bit.
No, it was like a Tahoe, but it was all bouncy.
Oh.
And I asked the guy, I said, what's going on? And he's got all the switches to make the car go up and down and jump up and down.
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics, yeah. So all in all, it was a good run to Philly and New Jersey and back.
Yeah.
That's great.
I did send American Airlines a message thanking them for the rainbow cookies because I thought it was, I mean, they already had my business, but now, like, I love them.
Well, I did.
Next time I'm
That's a warn-
delayed,
that's like an alert for everybody out there if you want to know how to win them over.
me and Connor going to the Frozen Four, so I had to buy plane tickets to take us there to Las Vegas, and like the flight that we want to take, it only had like 3 seats left, and usually I get mad when there's no good seats, so we're sitting in middles. But like, okay, I didn't mind because they gave me rainbow cookies.
Well, I did say thank you, but I would like to say thank you again. I told Mike, I felt like I know that this wasn't a necessary trip. Like this was a work trip to learn, but the opportunity came up and I appreciate that we went on this trip. I mean, Mike was nonstop working, guys. I felt bad because I knew that walking the Philly Flower Show was a priority, but it wasn't a necessity. And I appreciate that we went on this trip. I felt like the podcast inspired it. And thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Boom.
And thank you, Christine, for coming up there.
And Bill
Thank
for
you,
the
Bill.
Bill
Thank
and
you,
Chris.
Bill, for all the hospitality.
Chris Drummond. I mean,
for
I do have to
sure.
say,
The golden
Philly
voice.
Philly has my peeps. They are
Yeah.
great people.
Oh, we forgot we went out for dinner with
Matt
and
Produce
Eddie and the
Uncle
big
Matt,
boss,
yeah.
Big Al's there, and their wives. It was great.
That was a really nice dinner.
Really great.
Really
Those
nice
people
dinner.
can eat, man.
Yeah.
They know how to
They know what they're
get
doing.
down. Let me tell you, it's all family style. It was a Greek restaurant, but they ordered everything family style. Like, like it was
Al, I feel like Al's a master at ordering food.
oh yeah, oh yeah. He's done it a few times. You could tell.
Man, but I could never. It was so good. Like we had octopus and
I'm so grateful.
So good,
It was
yeah.
really nice.
Great
They-
trip.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And it was fun to see the produce junctions.
Yeah.
When we were
now that you
driving
know
around.
what, now you know how they work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to see them on a
Super
grand
cool.
opening.
Oh, I
Prices
want
are
to.
even crazier.
The
Yeah,
prices are crazy.
We did a few of the grand openings with the Gerber guy.
Oh, nice.
And
Matt was the Gerber guy.
One of them,
No.
one of them, we couldn't get anybody to wear the suit, so Matt says, "I'll do it."
He loved it. He had
He
a great
loved
time.
it. He was dancing all over the place.
Such a great
It was him and
guy.
Jackie. They both wore. Him and his wife each wore one when we had the two of them
Stop.
together. Yeah.
I have to say,
And it had a reggae band.
Matt and Al's wife and even Eddie, all of the women, they were so nice. Like so, like it was really cool to be around such, like, the hospitality and generous people. Thank you so much. It was really nice.
This has been another amazing episode of the Fresh Bunch. Until next time.